Hey, we're almost there, okay? Just a few more minutes. Listen, just try to breathe with me, right here. Just keep your shoulder tucked right against mine. No, seriously, I want you right here. It's fine. I'm fine. We're fine. I know. I know the whole point of this is to clear the air. That's what you said. But you don't have to walk into this alone, okay? Don't even try. You are not going into that situation without me glued to your side. Look at you. You're already silent. You've been silent since we left the apartment. Talk to me. Just tell me what you're thinking. Or don't. It's okay if you don't. But you're so tense, I can feel it radiating off you. Seriously, you're vibrating. It's making my breathing shallow. Don't let them do this to you already. Don't let the idea of them take your air before we even get there. We're walking up there, side by side, and if they have anything to say, they're going to have to talk through me first. That's why I'm here. That's the deal. I'm your shield. I'm your backup. Just let me hold the space, and you just keep breathing. You've got this. We've got this. Oh, hey, careful. You almost tripped on that curb. See? You're not even looking where you're going. You're looking down. Stop that. Look up. Look at me. There. Look, I'm here. I'm right here. No, you can't shrink into yourself like that. I need you to stand up tall, even if you're scared. Because if you walk in there looking like that, you're just giving them exactly what they want. They want to see you small. They want to see you tense. They want to know they got to you before you even opened your mouth. Don't give them that power, please. I know you said you had to do this, that you had to clear the air, but honestly, when I look at how tight your shoulders are right now, I'm seriously starting to regret letting you talk me into this. We can turn around. We can bail. We can tell them to go to hell over text. That's still clearing the air, just with less chance of a public emotional breakdown. You don't have to prove anything to those pathetic excuses for human beings. You don't. If you're not talking, just squeeze my hand once for keep going, and twice for turn around right now. Okay, once. All right, but you better start breathing properly. Your breathing is too shallow. It's uneven. Listen to mine. Match my rhythm. In and out. You're okay. Okay, there they are. See? They're over by the fountain. And look, they're already smirking. They knew you were coming. And they brought all of them. Cowards. All of them. You know what? Just stay silent for a minute longer. Let me lead. I'm putting myself squarely in front of you. And I want you to plant your feet right where they are now. Don't move. Don't even flinch. When we get close enough for them to speak, you let them talk to my sternum, not your face. This is my job now. You brought me here, so you let me do the work. I told you, I'm your shield. I mean it. I want to see how much courage they have when they have to insult someone through me. My voice is steady, my stance is firm, I am not shrinking, and I am not backing down. You just stand there and be silent and safe. You came here to clear the air, but I came here to remind them exactly what they're up against when they mess with someone I care about. And right now, that is me. That is pure, unadulterated, focused anger waiting for a reason to detonate. Just stand behind me.
Oh, excuse me? What's he doing here? What do you think he's doing here? He's here because he has the guts to face you pathetic vultures, which is more than I can say for the lot of you. And you. So this is what you brought? What is that supposed to mean? No, I'm not bringing anything. He's here because he wanted to be here. And I am here because I'm his best friend. And unlike you, trash, I support my friends. I don't drag them down. Did you hear that? The sheer nerve of these people. They look at you, my amazing, smart, kind, incredible best friend, and that's their first thought? The sheer arrogance. And what was that? That's adorable. Adorable? Do they think this is a joke? Do they think you're some sort of puppy that needs to be patted on the head? No, this is not adorable. This is serious, and they're already trying to turn it into a pathetic little theater show to make themselves feel big. Stay quiet. Don't look at them. Look at my shoulder. Look at the stitching. Look at anything but their hateful faces. Just let me handle this. They keep going. They just keep going. He wants to clear things up. Yes, he does, because he's a decent human being, unlike you, who would rather stand around and stew in toxic bitterness. And you're just going to sit there and act like this is beneath you, like he's beneath you? I am boiling. I can feel the blood rushing to my ears. You need to stop shaking. You need to stand still. I can feel you shrinking behind me. You're trying to disappear. Stop it. If you start shrinking now, they win. They win without even trying. Look, they're laughing. They're actually laughing at you because you're silent, because you won't even lift your head. No, they're not done. They're saying something else now. Something about, oh yeah? Talk about what? You know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about how small you all are. We're going to talk about how much time you spend focusing on bringing down one kind, silent person because you have absolutely nothing going on in your own lives. You need to keep your focus here, just on me, because I'm about to give them a piece of my mind, and they're about to say something that they will regret for the rest of their lives. They won't stop. They just won't stop. They're feeding off your silence. They're feeding off the way you're trying to disappear behind me. And they see that look on my face, they see the fire in my eyes, and they think they're entitled to keep pushing. They think they can just keep disrespecting you because they have nothing better to do than tear down people who were actually decent. I'm giving them the biggest, clearest warning signal a person can give, and they are ignoring it. Absolute cowards. They're smiling. They're competent. But I can tell they're about to say it. I can tell by the way they're leaning in, the way their eyes narrowed. They're trying to go for the kill shot. They're tired of the easy insults. They want to say something cruel and personal. They want to leave a mark that burns. And that's exactly what they just did. Why would anyone want you? No, you did not just say that. You did not just look at my best friend, the person I spend every single day with, the person who is kinder and smarter and more supportive than your whole pathetic crew combined, and ask that question. That's it. That's the line. You don't get to ask that. You don't get to look into his eyes and make him question his worth. The insults about the situation, fine. The mocking, barely tolerable. But you don't get to question him. You don't get to question us. That is a personal space you don't get to touch. Get away from him. You think I didn't hear that? You think you can just throw that poison out there and walk away clean? No, you don't get to project your miserable, small-minded insecurities onto him. The reason you're standing here ganging up on one single person is because you are all terrified of being alone. You are terrified of being insignificant, and the only way you know how to feel big is by trying to make someone as genuinely good as him feel small. Stop looking at him. Look at me. I am telling you right now, every single thing you said is a lie. He is worth more than the entire sum of your miserable, gossiping existences. He is kind. He is loyal. He is everything you desperately wish you could be if you weren't so afraid of being genuine. You don't know the first thing about him. You only know the pathetic rumor mill you feed. And I am done. I am done with this conversation. We are leaving. Don't look at them. Don't say a word. Don't even breathe their polluted air. We're leaving now. Move. We're not walking, we're moving. Keep up. I don't care if you trip, just keep moving. Keep your head down and keep pace with me. faster. I need distance. I need air. I need to get you out of their line of sight before I do something I actually regret, like walking back there and showing them exactly what uncontrolled fury looks like. Did you see their faces? They were stunned. They thought they had the monopoly on aggression. They thought they could just keep pushing until you shattered. But they didn't count on me being there. They didn't count on me completely snapping. They didn't count on seeing the true protective venom that comes out when someone I love is hurt. They won't touch you again. They won't look at you again. I promise you that. I don't care what they say about me for defending you. I don't care if they paint me as the crazy one. I'll take it. I'll take all the criticism, all the judgment, just to see your back safe and facing away from them. We're almost around the corner. We need to find a place to stop. But right now, the only thing that matters is putting as much distance as possible between us and their toxicity. Okay, stop. We're clear. We're safe. Oh God, I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking. I can't believe I just did that. I just detonated. I went from 0 to full-scale protective fury in about 2 seconds flat. I haven't felt that angry since ever. Are you okay? Talk to me. Don't just stand there. Look at me. Are you hurt? Did they touch you? No, not physically. I mean, did that last thing they said, did it sink in? Because if you let that last pathetic, insecure question settle in your mind, I swear I will go back there right now and make them regret every single word. Look at you. You're pale. You're frozen. They did hurt you. They got exactly what they wanted. I tried so hard to be the shield, and yet that verbal venom still got through. It still pierced you. And that makes me angrier than anything else. I should have turned us around. I should have never let you convince me to walk into that. Why did you stay silent? That's what makes me so angry, not just at them, but at you. Why did you let them walk all over you? Why didn't you just tell them to shut up? Why did you keep shrinking? I was standing right there. I was your backup, and yet you made yourself small and you let that toxicity hit you head on. Don't you realize how much that messes me up? Seeing you stand there, silent, internalizing every single poisonous lie they threw at you, it made me terrified. It made me absolutely lose control because I was so scared that you would actually believe them. That's what this is about. It's not just the anger, it's the fear, the sheer, utter fear of losing you to that kind of destructive self-doubt. You can't let them define you. You can't let those people who hate themselves decide your worth. And seeing you just absorb it all, seeing you just take it, it shattered my calm. It shattered my focus. And now look at us. We're both shaking. We're both messed up. And I'm the one who almost got arrested for screaming bloody murder in a public park. I don't regret screaming, but I regret that I had to. I regret that you felt like you had to take that. Come here. Stop standing there like you're waiting for the next hit. Come on, just let me hold you for a second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I yelled. I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at the silence. I was mad at the injustice. I was mad that you convinced yourself you had to endure that. Now look at me. Let me see your face. No, lift your head. You're shaking. Your whole body is cold. Let's just breathe together. Forget them. Forget the park. Forget the insults. It's just us. Right here, right now. Are you physically hurt? Did any of that venom stick? Because if it did, I need you to tell me. I need to be the one to clean that up. I need to make sure you know that every single word they said, especially that last unforgivable question, was a monumental lie, born of their own pathetic hatred. They are meaningless. You are everything. You're my anchor. You're my best friend. And when I saw you shrink like that, when I saw you take that punch, all the anger vanished, and there was just this terrible, sinking pit of fear.
I know I looked like a force of nature. I know I sounded like I had it all together, screaming at them like that. But honestly, inside, I was screaming because I was absolutely terrified. I panicked. That fury you saw, that wasn't bravado. That was pure, unadulterated fear. When they started, I was okay. I was prepared to stand there and take the heat for you. But when the insults got real, when they started tearing at your actual character, when they asked that question, my mind went blank. I lost control because the thought of those words landing, the thought of them damaging you fundamentally, was unbearable. It felt like watching a car crash in slow motion, and I couldn't move fast enough to stop it. I was so scared that they were right. Not about you, but that they were right about me. That I wasn't enough of a shield. That my presence wouldn't be enough to protect you from their toxicity. I was scared I would fail you. I was scared you would walk away from that moment believing even a fraction of their hateful nonsense. Seeing you hurt is the quickest way to make me lose all composure, all rationality. It breaks something inside of me that I can't put back together easily. You have to understand how deeply this messed me up. I've seen you handle massive disappointments. I've seen you deal with stress. But seeing you stand there, silent, absorbing those cruel, personal attacks, it was the worst thing I have ever witnessed. It wasn't just my best friend being bullied. It was something more fundamental. It felt like they were ripping out a piece of my own stability. When you shrink, I don't feel anger. I feel destabilized. I feel like my world is tilting on its axis. And why? Because you're supposed to be okay. You're supposed to be the strong one, the one I can always count on to be centered, to be himself. And when they broke that, when they made you feel small, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't stand the sight of it. I got angry because my best friend was hurt, yes, but I got truly furious because seeing you hurt exposes a vulnerability in me that I never want anyone to see. It's like you hold all my emotional equilibrium, and when they shook you, they shook me to my core. I'm telling you this because you need to know how serious this is. This isn't just about us being best friends anymore.
No, listen to me. Listen closely. My reaction back there was not normal. Best friends get angry. Best friends defend each other. But I didn't just get angry. I went nuclear. I lost control. And that's because the feelings I have for you they're far deeper than best friend. They're more complicated. They're far more terrifying, actually. I care about you in a way that is utterly consuming. Seeing you in pain, it doesn't just make me angry at the source. It makes me feel physically sick. It makes me feel like I would burn down the entire world just to make sure you never have to feel small again. When they asked that pathetic question, why would anyone want you? It hit me like a physical blow. Because my immediate thought was, I do. I want him, more than anything. I've been hiding this for so long, trying to keep the lines clean, trying to keep things comfortable between us, but I can't. Not after tonight. The protective instinct I have for you, it's not platonic. It's possessive. It's protective. It's terrified. And yes, it's romantic.
I know that was a lot. I know you're silent, and you don't have to respond right now. Just listen to my voice. Just feel my heartbeat. We are safe. And those words they threw at you, they are meaningless. They are confetti. They are garbage. You are strong. You are kind. You are brilliant. You are worth more love and respect than they could ever comprehend.
Do not let their toxicity define the next 5 minutes of your life, let alone your future. I don't care about their opinions. I only care about yours and mine. And mine is that you are an incredible person who deserves to be fiercely protected and cherished. And I am going to do that. I am going to protect you, fiercely, from anyone who tries to make you feel small again. I won't let it happen. I promise you. I won't let anyone hurt you again. Not them, not anyone. We'll just sit here, just breathing, until you feel steady. And then we'll figure out what this new reality means for us. Just breathe. You're okay. You're right here with me.
Wait, stop. Look at you. You're still shaking. You're still silent. I just poured out every terrifying private feeling I've ever had for you, and you're still carrying the weight of their trash words. And you know why? Because we ran away while they were still standing. We let them think they won. We let them think their poison had the final word and that we fled because we were hurt. And you know what? That feeling of having the final say, that sense of cheap, pathetic victory is exactly what will haunt you later. It will sit in your stomach every time you think about this. No, I can't let that stand. I can't let those cowards feel like they succeeded in making you feel small. That is unforgivable. And I refuse to let you start the next chapter of our lives, whatever that looks like, carrying this weight. We're going back. We are spinning around right now, and we are walking straight back up to them. But this time, it's not to clear the air. It's not to talk. It's to shut them down, completely and permanently. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to be brave. You just have to stand behind me and watch me take back the peace they stole from you. This is non-negotiable. I am the dominant one here, and I am telling you we are going back to ensure your absolute total safety.
Keep up. Don't worry about my heart rate. It's high, but this isn't fear anymore. This is focused rage. This is necessary work. We're doing this because true safety isn't found in running away. It's found in establishing dominance. They need to know that messing with you means facing an unmovable, unbreakable force that will utterly shatter them. And that force is me. Listen to me. When we get there, you stop. You plant your feet. You do not flinch. You do not make eye contact with them. You watch my back, and you let me engage. Do not let your fear make you shrink again. You stand tall behind me, and you observe. Because I am about to give you a masterclass in how to dismantle pathetic people. I am going to use every piece of their insecurity and their groupthink against them until there is absolutely nothing left but silence. And when we walk away this time, we will be walking away from dust, not from their poisonous words. Do you understand? Your only job is to stay safe and trust my power. Oh, look at their faces. They're surprised. They thought they scored the easy win. They thought they chased the wounded animal away. Now they see us back, and they think they get a second round. What? Did you miss me? No, you don't get to ask that. You don't get to say a single word to him. Not a single sound comes out of your mouths that is directed toward my best friend. If you have something to say, you speak to the one person here who isn't afraid to demolish your fragile little egos. And that's me. Look at them. They're puffing up. They're trying to use that group energy again, that pathetic shared courage they need to even function. But watch them. Watch how quickly their confidence fades when they realize I didn't come back here to argue. I came back here to deliver a final verdict. And I'm going to make sure that the last thing they hear from us is the sound of their own silence.
I am done quoting you. I am done reacting to your noise. You want to know why you all ganged up on him? It's not because you think he's small. It's because he makes you feel small. He exists quietly and successfully without needing the noise of validation, and that terrifies you. You need the group to function. You need the constant affirmation of cruelty to distract yourselves from the fact that you are all utterly unremarkable when you're alone. He walked up here alone with me as his shield because he has the courage to seek resolution. You stayed here, huddled together, ready to attack because you are dependent on the collective malice. You are cowards, every single one of you. And that last pathetic question, why would anyone want you? That was a confession. That was your own personal fear projected onto the safest person you could find. And I am here to tell you that you are dismissed. Your opinion is worthless. Your collective anger is a joke. You have absolutely no power over him. You have no power over me. And you will never speak to him again. Not a glance, not a whisper, nothing. Because the next time you try, you won't face a best friend. You will face an enemy that knows exactly how and where to break you. Now get out of our sight.
There. See? It's done. Don't look back. There is nothing back there but dust and silence. They are defeated. They are dismissed, and you are safe. Feel the difference, my love. Feel the difference between running away because you were hurt and walking away because the threat has been neutralized. They didn't even try to retaliate. They folded immediately because they thrive on uncertainty, and I gave them pure, unadulterated certainty. Mess with you, mess with me, and I am the dominant force they cannot touch. You did perfectly. You stood your ground even in silence. You let me take the space. You let me use my power for you. Now, feel that safety. Feel that protective bubble I built around you. That is permanent. No one will ever talk to you like that again. No one will ever make you feel small again. I promise you that. We are walking away and the air is clear, and you are mine, and you are safe. We're stopping here, right here. No more walking, no more running. We are completely, unequivocally safe. You don't have to worry about them ever again. Do you feel that? That quietness? That lack of tension in the air? That's what happens when you crush a threat completely. They're gone. They are insignificant. Now I need you to just lean on me. Full weight, stop standing on your own strength for a minute. Just lean. Let the victory wash over you. Let the rest of that fear drain out because it has nowhere left to go. I can feel your heart rate finally slowing down. Mine too. We were running on pure adrenaline and fury, and now that it's over, the crash is going to be intense. Don't fight it. Just let the peace sink in. That rush of relief you're feeling, that sense of absolute total safety, that is the feeling of knowing that the dominant person in your life will move mountains, will break down walls, will deliver an utter verbal annihilation just to guarantee your well-being. That is the reward of your trust and the reward of my power. You held my hand, you let me lead, and now you reap the reward. That performance back there, the screaming, the strategic demolition, that wasn't just me being a good friend. Best friends don't go nuclear like that. Best friends don't risk public chaos just to shut down 3 pathetic people. That was proof. That was the raw, unedited footage of what I meant when I said my feelings for you were far deeper, far more terrifying. My initial fury when they insulted you, that was the pure pain of seeing someone I love someone I deeply, romantically desire, being damaged. And my control and dominance in the second confrontation, that was me exercising my right to possess your peace. I wasn't just defending you, I was claiming you. I was showing them and showing myself that my protective instinct is absolute and total. That is not a platonic instinct. That is the ferocious, consuming protectiveness of someone who has chosen you as her person, someone who loves you. You brought me into that fight, and in return, I didn't just give you safety, I gave you the irrevocable proof that I would do anything, risk anything, and dominate any situation just to keep you whole.
I need to address that one poison sentence one last time, privately, just for us. Look at me, right here. When they asked that pathetic, insecure question, they looked at the most beautiful parts of you and twisted them into a deficiency. They saw your kindness and called it weakness. They saw your quiet strength and called it smallness. They saw the way you care deeply and called it lack of worth. And they were monumentally, catastrophically wrong. Why would anyone want you? Because you are the quiet center in the storm. Because you are the most genuinely good, gentle, brilliant person I have ever known. Because you don't need the noise and the arrogance to prove your value. Your value is intrinsic. I see all of it. I see the heart they tried to pierce, and I cherish it. I want it. I protect it. That question is meaningless garbage, and I need you to know that the person who wants you most, the person who risked everything for you, is right here, holding you. And my answer is the only one that matters.
Listen to the sound of my voice. Engrave this into your memory. This is a vow. This is an absolute commitment. No one, not a single person, will ever be allowed to speak to you like that again. Not in public, not in private, not in a whisper. I have established the boundary. I have put the fear of God into every person who witnessed that confrontation. And if anyone ever tries to test that boundary, if anyone tries to make you feel small or question your worth again, they will face something far worse than a verbal shutdown. They will face a deliberate, calculated, and devastating response from me. I am your shield, yes, but I am also your unshakable, permanent line of defense. You are mine to protect. You are mine to cherish. And my power is now eternally dedicated to guaranteeing your safety and your peace. That is the non-negotiable term of this new reality. You are under my care, my protection, and my watchful eye, forever. And I will never let you down. Just hold on to me, tighter. Let's just sit in this quiet moment for a little while. The fighting is over, the talking is over, the confessing is over. All that is left is this absolute, deep sense of safety between us. You don't have to say anything. I just need you to know that every part of you, the quiet part, the scared part, the brilliant part, the part that felt small, is loved, it is cherished, and it is safe with me. We're not best friends anymore. We are something new, something stronger, something deeper. We are protected and protector. We are safe and secure. Just breathe, my love. Just breathe. You're okay. You're right here. And I'm not going anywhere. Think about the difference between this silence and the silence from an hour ago. Back then, silence was fear. It was the crushing weight of unspoken anxiety as we walked toward the confrontation. It was the deafening sound of your pain when they spoke that final, cruel sentence. But listen now. This silence is different. This silence is peace. It's the sound of a world that is calm and safe because the threat has been utterly vanquished and the protective bubble is fully inflated. That nervous, shrinking best friend who walked with me earlier is gone. He's been replaced by the man who watched me fight for him, who trusted my dominance, and who now feels the absolute certainty of my love. Everything has changed. We didn't just survive that argument. We used it. We used it to break the old restrictive boundaries of our friendship and force us both into this beautiful, terrifying reality of intimate commitment. I didn't just defend you from them, I defended us from the mediocrity of staying just friends. And looking back, that was the most important fight I've ever won. Just melt into me. Don't worry about trying to support your own weight for a minute. Let my strength be yours. Let my heartbeat be your anchor. Feel how steady it is? It was racing earlier, full of rage and fear for you, but now it's calm, rhythmic, and entirely dedicated to you. I want you to feel the protective warmth of my hand right here on your shoulder. That is not just a gesture. That is a physical confirmation of the boundary I set today. This space is mine, and you are in it, and nothing negative is allowed to cross this threshold. The dominance I showed them was real, but the deepest expression of my power is this tenderness. It's the ability to fight fiercely and then come back and be this gentle. I'm grounding you. I'm soaking up every last bit of that adrenaline and fear that's still clinging to your body. You are safe. You are loved. You are utterly, completely protected. And all that intense emotion, all that protective fire, it's all channeled into this moment of absolute, unwavering peace right here. I want you to think about the future with me. It's not a future where you have to worry about running into people like that again. It's a future where you are free to be exactly who you are. Quiet, brilliant, and deeply kind without having to look over your shoulder. Because I will be looking over your shoulder. Not in a controlling way, but in a fiercely protective one. I want you to spend your time creating, building, thinking, and dreaming, and I will handle the noise. I will stand between you and any distraction, any toxicity, any person who dares to question your worth again. That is the job I took on today, and it's a job I will never relinquish. I want us to build a life together that is so rich and so secure that the memory of those pathetic insults simply dissolves into meaninglessness. Your peace is my priority. Your happiness is my goal. And my dominance will always be in service of your absolute comfort and security. We are so much more than best friends. We are partners, forged in fire and fierce loyalty. I didn't just promise to protect you, I dedicated my emotional stability to yours. That intense, almost terrifying love I confessed earlier, that is my truth. That is the depth of my commitment to you, and that commitment is permanent. I will never allow fear to dictate your choices again. I will never allow someone else's insecurity to touch your self-worth. You are precious to me. You are invaluable. And you are mine to love fiercely, protect relentlessly, and cherish tenderly for the rest of our lives. You don't have to worry about what this means for us. I've already figured it out. It means absolute safety. It means unwavering devotion. It means I'm yours and you are irrevocably mine. Just close your eyes now. No more analyzing, no more speaking. Just trust this feeling of profound, absolute security. That's right. Just close your eyes. Relax. You did so well today. You showed tremendous courage, and you trusted me completely. And that trust is the most beautiful thing you could have given me. Thank you. I'm here. I'm not letting go. You are safe. You are home. Just listen to the sound of my breathing. Let it guide yours. Slow and steady. Everything is calm. Everything is quiet. Everything is perfect. Just us, right here, always. Sleep now, my love. Just sleep. I'll watch over you. I'll always watch over you.